Alright guys, this is an FSD 13.2.2 video. I'm actually downtown Vancouver. I have almost 2 hours to kill before I pick up my wife, so I'm just going to drive anywhere and everywhere that the car takes me. I'm going to do a lot of like feeling lucky, whatever, random spots, and just try and put the car in as many tricky situations as possible because I don't spend that much time in Vancouver, and so this is just a good way for me to see how FSD handles it. So anyways, to start, I'm literally going to go navigate. And let's do lucky. As long as we stay in the core of downtown, I'm fine. So I'm just going to do whatever. Let's do J. Perfect. Okay, so we're going to that place, whatever that is. So press and hold to start FSD. We're in an alleyway here. We can drive forward. I would go back, but we'll see what it does. This object and path thing is definitely like an annoying part of version 13 where, I mean, there is no object and path. The thing that it thinks we're close to, I think, is that telephone pole maybe, but like, again, it should just reverse right now. Like that should be its exit strategy here. Like I can see, and I hope that it can tell that we're not going to hit that truck. So its decision to go forward and tell itself that it has something in its way and then not decide to go backwards is kind of a strange one. So I'm giving it the pedal press just to kind of coach it, and now it's going to reverse, which it should have done in the first place. But even still, it's very like leery, so it's too bad. So I'm going to press the pedal just so we're not waiting here for too long. Okay. So there is the cab coming, which is why I think now we're not going. I think once he goes by, we'll go. So unfortunate, definitely. Not a huge deal, but I mean, this start from park, things like that are all quite new, so I don't want to fault it too much for that behavior since it's a very like new behavior of FSD. Speed bump here. We're going nice and slow, so good job. There's definitely a little bit of, it's hard, it probably doesn't get picked up in the video, but it's very, it's not smooth right now. Like now it's smooth, but there's a little bit of like hesitating that we've done twice already. I just spilled water all over myself. Perfect. All right, so just turning right out of here. There's no stop sign. I would go way further up and then begin to creep, but that's okay. So this is 100% one of those situations where, I mean, this is a distant future, but if the car could understand hand signals, it would be really nice, because I feel like in a lot of these positions, the car, a human driver will rely on somebody saying, yeah, you can come out, go for it. And the car obviously doesn't understand that. And then you just end up in awkward situations where the person's waiting for you, the car is waiting for them. That didn't happen there. That's just something that I could see happening while we're downtown today. And the thing that I'm going to be very like ready to intervene for is the stop signs, how it'll mess up going down to 1 kilometer an hour, stopping and then not fully stopping. So we'll see what it does here. Yeah, no, okay, good job. So we should just go now. Nice job. Car behind us didn't even sort of stop for that stop sign. It's crazy. Okay, so we're going right here. We have people maybe wanting to cross. I don't really know what their plan is. No, we shouldn't stop. I'm gonna not intervene. Okay. I understand the car's hesitation. Those people were sort of like postured around both crosswalks, so I think it was just waiting to see what they were doing. But once they showed no intent of crossing, we went through, which was good. Okay, the only critique I would give right now, and what might become a bit of a problem, is we're slightly over in the lane. Like I would be a little bit more to the right just because they're narrow roads. Okay, so we want to go left here, road closed. I think we're going to be really lucky that we have no traffic, only pedestrians to contend with, so. Except there is traffic. Okay. Not much of a closed road. I'm confused by this. Okay, yeah, good job. That was good, that was perfect. That was aggressive, assertive. Honestly went faster than, it went quicker than I would have, but it did a great job. So really good there. And then once we get stopped at our next destination here, fairly aggressive brake for that yellow light. Once we get stopped at our destination, I'm going to throw a 360 camera on the roof, hopefully. So we'll see how that goes. This is an issue. We're signaling right for the fact that we're going right at the next intersection, which is wrong. So I'm just going to press it just so the person behind us doesn't get confused. But I think it's going to pop back on. Okay. Yeah, so we're like, this is way too early to signal because it's confusing. And that's something that I've critiqued version 13.4 for a while. Like, I appreciate that it signals, obviously, but it does it so far ahead of time that then it becomes weird. Like, the person behind us doesn't know what we're actually intending to do. Okay, good job here. Should just go through the intersection, and then what's our plan? Straight. Okay, nice job. We're in the right lane. Yeah, so that person turned right in front of those pedestrians, which is something Jay and I were talking about in one of the videos where she doesn't like that behavior, but clearly that is a very human-like behavior. So it's just good to see how other people interact with pedestrians ahead of time in case we see what FSD does. Okay, a little bit of hesitation for probably this person and this person that are both like sort of walking on the road. Slowing down good for the speed bump here, nice job. Okay, I don't know where exactly we're going here. I might have to take over because there's not really, yeah, I'm just gonna take over because I don't know where the destination is that it's going, but that's a main road and it doesn't really, there is no opportunity for it to park. I'll just get us in a parking spot here and then start over. Okay, so for this next one, I'm gonna go to Costco, which will actually have, like, there's underground parking and everything there. I don't know how it's gonna do there, so we'll see. Also, I'm confused by this route. What? Okay, the nav doesn't make sense because it's showing both these lines, but we'll see what it does. Press and hold to start FSD. Straight away into reverse, perfect, nice job. Okay, should just be free to go. Nice job. And it's very bright. Sorry, I'm gonna have to drop the visor down. So we'll see if the cameras at all get the red hands warning. Okay, so we'll see if we get through on this. We shouldn't go. Okay, good. This is tough. Like, this is where a vision-only system is really hard. Like, it is very bright. I'm staring into the sun, but I can just barely see the lights and if they're going to change from red to green. I could see this being a situation where the cameras would struggle, especially if it's like an advanced green. And how can it tell if it's an advanced green versus just like the green circle? We'll see what it does here. And also, meanwhile, it has to then pick up if there's pedestrians in the shade over there coming across the crosswalk. Like, I don't know how these cameras work. And I don't know, like, is it exposing for one and not the other? Like, are those people shaded? I don't know. Anyways, green light, we should not just go, should we? No. So there's pedestrians and people turning. This is a complicated. I would, God, it's bright. I would go like right now. Wow. Really, 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 really good job. Other than cutting it a little bit close there on the left, that did exactly what I would have done. And I was struggling to see in the sunlight there, so well done. Okay, so we are turning left, kind of this weird like half left thing at the next set of lights. All right, so we have an advanced green. We should just flow with these cars. Perfect. Signal on. Nice job. Kind of hit like the one pothole it could have. Again, just a thing to critique. I would love for it to not, obviously. Okay, green light. This is actually fairly straightforward. I was hoping for a little bit more dynamic, but as soon as we get off this part of the road, it should be a little bit better. This will just be a lot of stopping and starting for the video fast forwarding because there's just so much of this traffic. All right, we're coming around the corner. We might get a yellow light here. Hopefully we make it through. Nice job. I would personally go over, but I'm surprised in hurry mode that we don't take that lane because it's just so much emptier. All right, so we're sort of, okay, not bad. It just, if we got stuck in the intersection there, I would hope that it would have kind of like gone over. Wow, okay, maybe the car was smarter than me. I wanted it to go into the right lane, but this right lane actually is a turn lane. So maybe maybe it knew that and that's why I didn't do it. For sure, I would have gone right and then gotten stuck in that turn lane. It's always hard to know with like decisions like that. Are those happy accidents or does this have that map data? Because there's times where it puts itself into turn lanes and it shouldn't, but it seemed in that case it avoided a turn lane. Okay, so I would get ahead and go, I would go in the right lane now. Just to be in a rush if it was me. It wouldn't have worked out because I would have got stuck behind that Tesla. So again, the car made the right decision. This again, the signal is too early though. We're now turning right here, but we signaled before that other intersection. So definitely waiting back here is the right thing to do. I just hope that maybe once these pedestrians cross that we do then move forward to turn right here. We're near Hastings St, if you're at all familiar with the area. It's a eclectic part of Vancouver, to say the least. I may take a drive down it after Costco just to get more. There's definitely a lot of people and pedestrians wandering around. So I will say when I would go. Let's see what the car does. I think it'll be pretty obvious. I would go after these people. And I would start going right now. Perfect. Nice job. I don't know what this signal is for. It does some of these like phantom signals every once in a while, which are confusing to me. I think it's just trying to say that it's getting over, but there isn't really two lanes here. And now we're super, super close to these cars. and then like this guy passed us because he thinks we're, yeah, like this is bad. I think I wouldn't drive like this. I mean, that person's just very like aggressive and going around, but it's also because it looks like we're trying to park, like we're so close to these cars. I, by the way, would disengage, but if I did, we're so close to the destination, I wouldn't be able to leave a voice note, so there's no point. So a right turn on a one-way street, if it was me, I would, oh God. Okay, well, I'd creep up way more. I might have to, let's see what the car does here. I would creep way more to get vision. Okay. And then I would go right after this Tesla goes. But then watch out for this guy crossing. Oh, okay, that was really good. We like wanted to go, but it seemed like the car knew that these people would then get to walk, so we definitely waited, which is the right thing to do. There's 100 times over, humans would take that aggressive turn and then cut off that pedestrian. So that was really good. Nicely done. I don't know what it's going to do here for parking. Technically could parallel park like just up there or right here, but if it just stops, yeah. Okay, so it got us here. Really good job. That's 0 disengagement, 0 interventions, I think. But all right. Okay, so I just have a pin drop in. I'm probably going to add another stop as we're going. I'm just trying to force us to go down this street, which I know will have a lot of pedestrians. So we're on a busy road. Perfect. I would go into reverse exactly like it did. I would go back further, so we're very far from this truck, but that's okay. And then I would go right now? No, I would wait. Okay, I would go. It should go. It's waiting for both lanes to clear, which it's fine, but it's wrong. Pedestrians will honk at you and get mad at you. Or not pedestrians, sorry, other drivers. This is definitely one of those things where I think we're going to see a lot of, if you were sitting in the backseat of this car, you wouldn't have critiqued that because you wouldn't really be paying attention to it. You'd be like, fine, the car's driving comfortably, it's doing a good job. There's a level of passenger test being passed and then other driver test. Because like if a human driver was behind us waiting for us to pull out, they'd be like, what the hell are they doing? Like, go. But if a passenger's sitting there, they're like, I don't know, my ride's doing what it should. Like, I feel comfortable. Okay, we've lost this right turn because the car waited way too long. So I'm gonna disengage. Car waited too long to get into the right turn lane. Traffic was backed up and there was no room for it. So I'm just gonna force, as soon as we go through this intersection, Jesus, it's bright. I'll engage FSD. That right turn lane, I knew it was gonna happen. It gets very busy. I wouldn't go this way. Sure. No. Okay. So that's bad too. Fuck. It had to reroute itself because it missed the turn lane and then I put us onto the actual road that we needed to be on because I don't know what it would have, I don't want to see what it would have done had it tried to like squirm back into that turn lane. Maybe it would have worked out. It's an asshole move. It's wrong. So then I put us in the lane. It rerouted. I would go right now. I wouldn't wait. But fine, we'll wait. And then, like, we were in traffic half of a block away, and I was trying to get 3 lanes over. I would go. We shouldn't be waiting. I'm going to give it a little bit of a pedal press. Yeah, like we had to get 3 lanes over in half of a block, and then it was just super uncomfortable because it like cut off a car, and then looked like it wanted to make the left-hand turn from one lane over while there's still traffic, it should have saw that it wasn't going to make that left turn, and then it just needs to accept defeat better. Like, I'm all for it trying to make something work, but if clearly it isn't going to be able to do it safely, just go one more intersection. Do exactly, like, go, it's still 7 minutes, just take the right instead of taking the left. Maybe that's a hurry thing. Like, I'll click it over to standard now and see if it gets any better, because currently I'm a little disappointed with how it's doing. So we'll do this, and then I'll probably spin us around back to Stanley Park, and then I'll do a loop of Stanley Park, and then I'm not sure what I'll do after that. I'm eating right now, but we're very, very far back, so I'm pressing the pedal to move us up. It should take up this space. Again, just to fit in. Okay, we have our right turn signal on like a block and a half early, so it looked like we're turning right on Pender there, which is wrong. It stopped it, and now it turned it back on, so definitely issues with the turn signal behavior. And I notice it more in the city, I think, because at home I've definitely remarked at how it signals early, but at home, when it signals 200 meters before a turn, that's still within the same block, so it doesn't seem as apparent. Whereas here, it signals so early that you're a full block early, and you look like you're signaling for a turn that's before the one you're actually coming up to. So we should just follow through with this BMW here without stopping. Nice job. It says it's max 30 here. I don't think that's true. Maybe it is. I'd be curious. For those of you that aren't familiar with the area, this is kind of our, like a red light district. I don't know what you'd like compare it to in America. This is where effectively all of our homeless people congregate. Situations like this is kind of why I wanted to drive down the road, because there's just kind of people doing everything and anything here. Very, very unexpected. You kind of have to be ready for anybody to do anything is basically what I'm trying to get at here. So this is a good road to see how FSD handles situations like that. And then I'll let it try and park here, and then I'll just go, I'll spin around and come back down this way. Okay, so slowing down for the pedestrian, good job. And I was wrong, the road is a 30. So it's pulling over. I hope we go to like where that car's. Keep going, keep going, keep going. We're at a bus stop, so I'm just gonna intervene because I don't want to stop in front of these people at the bus stop. Okay, so if we stop here. Okay, so I have us navigating somewhere here. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I think it's gonna have to reverse a little bit to get room. And then should just go because there's nobody in the lane. Nice job. Okay, getting over nice and early. Oh, interesting. Camera visibility limited. Clean. I'll look at that. I've never had that pop up, and I literally cleaned all of my cameras today before starting the drive, so I'm curious what camera that is that's having visibility issues, and what I can do about cleaning it. So as soon as we stop here, I'll take a look at that. I've seen others with that issue. I've just not personally had it. Okay, so I would creep a bunch, and then I would definitely just go. And then same thing here, full stop, which we're not going to get. We're going to have to stop again because it went down to 1. And then I would just go once these pedestrians are gone. Okay. And then let's see if it tries to park in front. If it parked right here, if it tries to slow down at all, I'm just gonna have to intervene because there's a car coming behind us. So, okay, so I'm just gonna take over and I'm gonna pull over right here. Okay, so let's see what this is. Service, camera visibility limited. Does it tell me? Oh, it says the front one. That's crazy because, I mean, this is a 10-month-old windshield. I've cleaned it. Like, I literally cleaned it today. It is clean. Yeah. Let's see what it looks like right now. I mean, it looks fine now. It's obviously... Oh, these are the 2 cameras, okay. Yeah, and both of these to me look clean, but it's once there's sun pointed in, that's when it changes. So we can go through all these and see the visibility. They all look fine. Cool. All right, so clear history. Clear. So I'm just gonna clear that error. I mean, I think it's fine. Maybe it was just really bad sunlight. We'll see if it pops up again. Okay, so I've got a destination in. Press hold to start FSD. The car could technically go and use this. This is a lane. It could go through the intersection and everything. We have a biker now coming. You can see her. Yeah, weird. I would have just gone through the intersection and then turned left up there before that next vehicle. Okay, so it looks like that's what it's doing. Oh. Okay, that was a good job. This person shouldn't have been crossing the road. They were. We went forward and then we had to kind of slam on the brakes to deal with them. So we should go left right now. Good job. So it was good. That's pretty dynamic. Like, we definitely made a more aggressive move by trying to go through that intersection and cut in front of that car. And then what we didn't see was that there was a person crossing there, which they shouldn't have been, and the car handled it really well. So nice job. So we'll turn right on Hastings here, and then I'm just going to add a destination right away to get us into like Gastown. Okay, so we should move. I would move up at least. Now we can. And then we'll wait for this guy to cross. No. Okay, I would go. I don't know if that's because of the bus, but good job moving left to get out of the way. And we have a person walking randomly in the middle of the road that we're slowing down for them. Good job. Another person, really good job slowing down. So it really handles pedestrians well, even if they're not doing what you'd expect. Like, neither of those people were crossing in situations or times that they should have, and the car did a really good job. Okay, these people are turning. Perfect. Moving out of the way. Even in standard mode, we're still making decisions like that, which is really good. Then getting back over. And that'll get us through here and then come back through Gastown, which is a little bit different, like more tight roads, cobblestone. We'll see how the car does there. I'm trying to put us on this road. Okay. Maybe this is only a one-way. Maybe that's why. It must be. Okay, we have pedestrians. I would go right after this guy. So I would start right now. Perfect. Exactly what I would do. And then more pedestrians here. I would go with this car. Oh, maybe not, because she's gonna go. Yeah, okay. I would go. A little bit of hesitation there. And this will be good. We're gonna come around, and then this road that we're gonna drive down is like a one-way cobblestone tight road. See how the car does. We're very far over. It might not translate, but a car just seems to be hugging the left. Like that, see where that car is? That's where I would want us to be. And we're almost making like another lane, which is very weird. I'm gonna struggle with how much of this I fast forward and how much of this I don't, because there's not much to say, but also it is interesting to watch the car drive because there's so much more going on. Yeah, sorry if I fast forwarded too much, and sorry if you're at this point in the video and it's boring because I haven't fast forwarded it enough. Because there's not much to say, but at the end of the day, the car is like driving in a very busy city right now. So even though it's not doing anything dynamic, it's still like existing around all these people and all this traffic and doing a very good job for the most part, other than the mistakes that I've highlighted. Okay, left-hand turn. It's too bad we didn't make it through the light, but that's okay. Okay, no pedestrians, so as soon as this goes green, we're good to go. As a human, I would speed up to catch this light. The car doesn't get that, so we're stuck at another. I don't know what this person is doing. All right, so as soon as this family is gone, I would go left, really good. Nice job getting over. I think this lane ends. Yeah, it's perfect. The only problem with doing that is now this person is just going to do the same thing, but get ahead of us. So that's, I guess, the only like negative to being overly ambitious about moving over early is we did it, they didn't, and now they're in front of us. Okay, so good job through here. This is a weird part of the city with, like I said, it's an older part of the city that they've maintained the cobble roads. It's just different. So I was curious how the car was going to handle it. It seems pretty straightforward, so it's really not having a hard time. And then I'm going to put in Stanley Park and see how the car does there. I'll do the aquarium just to get us in. We again are just in a weird spot in the lane for what I think this is I think that this is just a one-lane road. We're kind of treating it as a two-lane, but okay, good job. The only like critique I'd give it right now is it feels like we're going a little bit slow. Like I would be up with that person rather than this huge gap that's happened. I know we just slowed down for the person, but even before that. Awkward situation. And I don't know why we're stopping here. Okay, both cameras turned off there at the exact same time. Sorry about that. Nothing's happened. Okay, we waited for pedestrians, so I think I would just go. Nice job. I don't know what these bikers are up to. Okay, well, good job avoiding them. So I'd go into the intersection for sure. It looks like these guys are stopped, so we can... This is a unique one. Traffic is backing up, so like, although that car is coming at us, it won't be able to go. Wow, perfect. Like that car, the car understood that that car couldn't go because traffic was backed up, so it's like, I'll go. And that took a lot of like forethought for it to do that as well as it just did. All right, so no bikers or anything. Just these pedestrians, then as soon as they're gone, we can go. So I would go right now. Perfect. Would I go? No, I'd wait. And then I'd go obviously after this car, and I don't see any pedestrians, so. And then just make sure you get over right away. Amazing. Nice job. Okay, there's this huge group of people, so we're definitely gonna have to wait for quite a while at this crosswalk here. I would go now. Nice. Good job there. The light was turning yellow to red. I was concerned that the car was just gonna wait, but it took the turn, which is exactly what it should have done. That's perfect. It's not all lights, but so that light's counting down 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. And when it gets to 2 or 1, the light usually goes yellow. Like it'll probably go yellow now. Yeah, now. Not all lights operate like that, but as a human driver, you can kind of like come up to a intersection, see that that's counting down, and then safely speed up to make it through a light before it goes red. A very nice to have. It's not at all required. It would be amazing if the car understood that, saw the countdown, and then also would stop it from having to hit the brakes hard, because it could from further away be like, oh, it's 12 seconds away, I'm traveling at this distance. If I sped up by 5 kilometers, which is still safe, I would make it through the light really safe. Or be like, no, there's 5 seconds left, I'm here, I'll just start braking now. Again, that only works because not all intersections operate like that, but for the most part, you have a really good idea. If that number's counting down, yeah, like 3, 2, that's gonna go yellow while we're in the intersection probably. See? Handled well, but again, just something you can pick up extra cues. This is really good. This is the lane you want to be in to get to Stanley Park, and it doesn't get us backed up. So I'm happy that we're not sitting in traffic to get into Stanley Park. Am I gonna get stuck? No, okay, good. So I'm gonna put it back on hurry for a bit and just see how it does and see if that changes anything. I don't think we need to get over. No, we can stay in this lane. I think technically this is the bus lane. Yeah, we should have stayed in that lane the whole time, which is fine. Okay, around about here, this person's kind of like postured by the crosswalks. The car, I think, is not certain. No, we shouldn't have stopped. That was definitely overly nice of us. Okay, good job here for the speed bump. I've driven through Stanley Park once before on FSD, and I think it was version 12. So I don't think I've actually done FSD through Stanley Park on version 13. I'm trying to remember the things that it made mistakes on. It wasn't terrible. Like, it did a good job. I think it was 12.5.6.4 or something, like one of the later versions of 12. And I think for the most part, it got all the speed bumps. It made a few like awkward decisions with bikers and stuff. So we'll see how it interacts with bikers and if there's any like horse and carriages that come up. We have this biker that keeps coming up behind us, which is fair, but I think it's kind of throwing the car off because it's trying to avoid them. We should just go into that lane and get around this person to make life easier. It seems like it's caught every single speed bump through this area, and the speed bumps here are not very well defined. They're definitely, some of them are faded and they blend in, so really good job on that. I feel like we're going a little slow. Maybe my only like complaint. And then this biker, it's just such a weird, I don't know what you're supposed to do here, like share the lane. So I think I am supposed to be over. I might have to disengage to let this person by. So we're in hurry mode, but because of the road we're on, none of the profiles are actually present. So we're in mystery zone, fourth profile, that I don't really know how to say how its behavior. I don't think its behavior is at all affected by the fact that I'm in hurry. Good job going around this biker though. Gave plenty of room, as much as we could have. And then here's the biker that's been near us. Okay, stop sign here. I would wait. I guess it's fine. Okay, so we're back in hurry, which I have no idea why. Like, I don't know what determines that. With that said, I'm assuming this bus is going to be on the slower side. I'm curious if we're going to try and pass them. This girl wants to cross, but she's not at a crosswalk, so I think the car was right in not slowing down there. And she did cross. Like, as soon as we went by, she crossed. Okay, just getting in the left lane, I guess, to go around the bus probably. Perfect job on every single speed bump that we've come to. The speed honestly is good because it feels slow, but that's what this road is. It's a very slow road. People don't really drive it that recklessly, so 37 is about as quick as I'd want to go. 30, okay, I say that when now we're going fast. Okay, 42, sure, 10 over, 12 over. I think I mentioned at the start of the video that I was maybe going to put a 360 camera on the roof. I realized that as I was cleaning the car before the start of this drive at home, I took it out and put it in a bag that I meant to leave in the car, but I took out and put it in the house. So there is unfortunately no 360 camera for this drive, which is too bad because it would have been really cool all throughout this. I think. Like, I don't think I brought it with me. Yeah, I definitely left it, unfortunately. Okay, so we have bikers in the right lane. I would do exactly what this car is doing, and I would go into that lane. And I would do it no later than now. Okay, perfect. It's a little close. Like, obviously fine. We're very far away from them, but it's just one of those things, like, err on the side of caution. Like, move over really early and make everybody on the road feel comfortable about what's happening. We're going very slow around this corner. All of a sudden 20 is, I'm not sure why, probably because of the biker. There's no one behind us, so I'm not going to intervene, but we're definitely, like, that bus that was going very slow has almost caught up to us. We're going 22. So I might give it a little pedal press just to encourage it to go quicker. Overall, a minor issue, but yeah. And now we're back in hurry mode, which we weren't just earlier, and I feel like we're going quicker. So Those speed profiles still elude me as to exactly how and why they work on certain roads, because this is a 30 road and that was a 30 road. But on that road 2 seconds ago, we didn't have a speed profile, and on this road, we do have a speed profile. It's interesting. So I can barely see anything right now. Holy. We're kind of between two lanes. There's a car behind us, so I would get over. Personally. I mean, this isn't a highway. They can go, like, there's not like a fast and a slow lane per se here, but if they want to, they can go around. I don't know if it's because of the car in front of us, but we're now going 56 in a 30 all of a sudden, and I wonder why it's decided now that that's the speed limit it wants to go in this area. Interesting. Speed bump. Okay. Holy heck. Again, I couldn't see anything there at all. That's crazy. The FSD did a good job, but like while the sun was like in my eyes as we went around that corner, I couldn't see anything. All right, so that was the whole loop. Probably quite boring, probably a ton of speeding up. I just wanted to do it to see how it handled everything. A little bit of speed issues throughout parts of it for sure, but we did it. Full loop of Stanley Park. We should just come out here. We have our own lane and we should just go. So nice job there. It's turning out of this lane. I don't think it should have, because I think we're gonna have to turn right in 2 seconds anyways. Oh, very close to hitting a pothole there. Yeah, I am very excited for the times when the car sees and avoids those things, especially ones that are avoidable like that. Like we were just changing lanes and we were like this close to changing lanes into a pothole. So maybe not dynamic routing to like jump out of your lane to miss a pothole right away, but don't navigate into a pothole. We could start with that. That'd be nice. Okay, I would just go. We got no pedestrians. Wow, really good job. I don't know if it saw that parked Jeep, but like as soon as I saw it and was thinking about moving out of the lane, the car did it. So that was really well done. Yellow light, I would go through it. Okay, nice. It would have been aggressive and uncomfortable for it to have slammed on the brakes to stop in time for that, so that was good. Interesting. This car I feel like is trying to go around this truck, but I'm guessing there's traffic, so it didn't, and it seemed like we wanted to follow them and are coming to the same conclusion. Okay, this guy wants to get in so we can let them merge. Nice job. It sucks because we get kind of like stuck on the crosswalk because of them, but it is what it is. Okay, it's that like blinding sun. For me, it's hard to see without being able to cover the sun. I am curious how the camera, I could see the camera getting like red hands. Good job getting out of the turn lane. And then, okay, I would not go. Yeah. Perfect. There was like room for that guy to go, but then not room for us to go. Really good job by the car. Says road closed. I can see that. This Bronco has to turn around. I wonder what's going to happen here. And then this Amazon van is having to... I think I'm going to have to intervene because this guy is turned around, which is fine, but this Amazon van is like backing out. Let's see what happens here. I think we're going to go like around the Amazon van. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to have to intervene because he has to turn around. The only positive of that is you guys got to see how good the auto shift is. Works incredibly well in situations like that. So that's too bad. I mean, that's a road closure. FSD has no idea how to deal with those right there. I would have let that go a little bit further if this poor Amazon guy wasn't stuck at the end of the road, but we were keeping him stuck. So I had to take over and turn it around. Okay, really good job. They had to stop for that pedestrian, so we took the spot that we could right away to go. I'm trying not to go down the road we just did. Turns out, downtown Vancouver driving is incredibly boring, especially during rush hour. It's just very slow. It's not as dynamic as I'd hoped. I hope this video is interesting to watch. Okay, so why is nobody crossing? I'm confused. I guess we just go. Wow, good job. There's a ton of people like waiting at the crosswalk there, but none of them were actually going through, so the car just went. Okay, so I just directed us somewhere just so we're kind of on more back roads with people and whatnot. See how the car does here. Good job. These more narrow roads, I think we'll get better interactions with cars and people versus just driving on a busy downtown Vancouver road. I wouldn't have slowed down this much, but good job here, I suppose. And then it's tight, but there's room for both cars, no problem. I appreciate that the car is like moving into the right as soon as we went past all that traffic. Just makes it easier for cars to go, multiple cars to go through thinner roads like this. I wouldn't have stopped. Would I have? Oh, I would have. Oh, I didn't see the stop sign. All right, well, FSD beat me because I would have just flown through that apparently. Okay, I would stop here, and then I would creep and go. Okay, I would just go, I would wait for her. That was nice. And then I'd go. Perfect. There is a car right here, but we should have room. Okay, interesting. Oh, it's very tight. Good job by the car. I'll go here. I'm trying to keep us off of main roads as much as I can. I would go... I would go now, is what I would have done. I'd be way more up in the intersection. Yeah, okay. Nice, an alley. Okay, let's see how this goes for us. Good job. Yeah, wow. As a human driver, I'm going to be fully honest, I would have gone way further up and then stopped, which would have cut that girl off and is definitely unsafe behavior. But like 1,000%, I wouldn't have stopped before that sidewalk. I wouldn't have thought about that. Oh, speed bump that it didn't. Jesus. Yeah, it's like the first speed bump we've missed. Is it going to miss this one too? Yeah. We're going slow, so it's fine, but if it misses this one, and we're too close to our destination, I can't even like report it. Yes, that's really good behavior to stop all the way back here and then take a slow creep. I was honestly a little bit annoyed by it, but that's really good behavior. Okay, the only thing I would have done here is tuck over to the right at this four-way stop. And then I would go now. But then she's crossing. So it was our turn. This person shouldn't have gone. But then they did, and they kind of like cut that pedestrian off. Here, we'll navigate to this college, whatever, and see how the car does. The destination parking doesn't work, and that's why I've kind of like been skipping showing the car try to park, but we'll see what it does here. Let me know in the comments, do you guys want me to just take over at the very end, or do you want me to see and show what the car tries to do? It's just a very like unfinished feature, so when it gets it right, I'm not even like, I'm impressed, but it's also like it feels like it got it right on accident. And then in a situation like this, that I would just take over here because there is nowhere for it to park. Anywhere that it would stop would be in the way, so I'm just gonna take over here. Okay, so we got our signal on. We're just gonna have to be like aggressive in getting over, which is this spot that we should take. Nice job. And then immediately signal for the next lane, and it should just go over. Good job. And then once this guy goes, I would go. This is where it'd be nice, once Destination Park is a thing, you could tell it like, I know there's underground parking here, I could like direct it and say that I want to park at the underground parking. I guess that's the like perfect world, how I would see it working, but for now that's obviously not the case. I'm just saying that would be nice in the future to be able to direct it to where and how to park. Okay, I would get in the left lane if it wants to try and park here. I mean, technically it would go there. It should go there, like into that entrance. But I don't think that's happening for us. So let's just go here. Okay, good job on the turn here. I just changed this navigation. I'm curious how it's going to handle all this. Ooh. Left. No, we're definitely going right. That was a last minute change. I don't really want to fault it. I'm going to be blown away if it manages to snake its way back in time. Maybe it will. I think it's going to do it. Maybe. No. Right here. Wow. Okay, really good job. I don't fault it for being in this situation because like I was changing destinations, so I got into a lane thinking it was going somewhere else, and then I like changed it midway, but good job getting back over here. And I think we're just free to go. Yeah, I would just go. This guy's backing up. I don't know what he's doing. I think this car's parked. Okay, good job. Immediately with a left turn signal and went around. Nice job. That was handled really well. Okay, and I would just go. I think this is that intersection that I did the other day where the person messed it up. I wonder how this end driver is going to do. So here you're not supposed to turn right. You're supposed to go past. Let's see what happens. That's too bad. I wanted to see how that was going to pan out for that person. Okay, no right turn on red. So hopefully the car doesn't even consider creeping forward or doing anything. Like we're just chilling. I'll disengage if I need to. Okay, so we can advance. There should be nobody going. I would just go. Nice job. Cool. Okay, well, that's, I think, going to be most of the drive. I'm not sure what else to do. I feel like I've gone in circles of the city, and definitely not perfect, but I feel like the car's done a really good job. 98% of the driving, it's done correctly. It's made some pretty big mistakes, but in a full self-driving supervised situation, I've never felt like it's done anything unsafe in a way that I couldn't have taken over. Yeah, so really good job by the car. I hope this video is entertaining. It's a lot of like sitting in traffic and slow, but I just wanted to be around pedestrians and cars as much as possible to see how it was going to do. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Thanks for watching.